Okay.
Hey, Christine.
Hello.
Hello.
You all right, Christine?
Yeah, I'm fine.
That's good. Seems like I've been away for a bit. Just things coming up and everything, getting in my way of doing the convoy. Hey, Christine.
Oops.
Hello.
um,
Yeah, Legion. I'm parked at the Kenworth dealership in Seattle. Have you logged into your convoy yet? Or...
oh, yeah, I need to do that convoy real quick. Ooh, there's a lot more options now.
As to what?
Because there's now a 4 speed limiter.
Interesting. You think about giving that a try?
Nah. Seems I'm all the way down in Tucson.
I can teleport to you if I need to.
No, you don't. But the convoy's up.
Alrighty. How's the weather going out where you're at?
It's a calm day.
Raining here. Okay, here.
Yep, I'm in Seattle. There you
Okay.
are. The first thing to run into me is a Prius.
Funny. Yeah, I'm coming in hot behind you. If I can get this triaxle to turn.
You know, a triaxle requires a special license to get.
Really. I I knew it did on the dump trucks, like if you had a triaxle or bigger. This is one of my um, extra profiles that I just have set up. Are we just killing time, or are we waiting for somebody?
No, I got a load right here.
Oh crap! I better go ahead and get to my still. I finally got that Steam Deck ordered.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a 64 gig, cheap one, but what I could get. So I'm looking forward to getting it in. I ordered it yesterday. Is David gonna join us tonight?
I messaged him, but maybe he's too engrossed in the game.
Yeah. If you'll give me a moment, I'm trying to turn this sucker around. I've also got I got my both my TVs running. I'm watching playback on the on my big TV and have my laptop hooked up to my smaller TV
Oh,
just
nice.
for big. Yeah.
There we go. Left.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm using the 625 horse cat and the 18 speed, I think, in my truck right now.
Nice.
So I was gonna go for one of the 470 horse cat, I think it was, but I decided against it.
Oh, why is that?
You know, I like my stuff powerful. I mean, like if I was playing, single player, I would definitely give her a try just for, to work with it.
Yeah.
But I have enough trouble keeping up with you guys sometimes too. So that's why I like to, you know, anyhow. So yeah. How's your friend Legion? That's your that was not doing good. Is that person doing okay?
Yeah.
It's good.
It's kind of weird, though. I don't see no traffic.
Well, there's to our left, and then on some of those bridges overhead, I saw some. I'm gonna hit the cruise button for 60 mile an hour, so because I'm in the middle of eating the dinner.
60, you said?
60 out. I'm going downhill. It goes up, then it cruises, puts it back down to 61 or 60. I mean, because I don't know what speed you would suggest. You know.
60's fine.
All right. I need to slow down too. I know almost every time when I stream with y'all, I'm going way too fast and wrecking. So I figure slow her down for a little bit.
Yeah.
So how's your week been, Christine? Christine.
She might be eating or something.
Yeah, I can see. So no problem. It was nothing urgent. I was just basically asking her how her week's been. That's good.
Well, I've been going back to the gym recently, so
Good for you. Good for you. Happy for you. I broke your plate.
broke what?
Hey, Legion, I'm going to pull you for a second, man.
Okay.
Oh, great.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I know you didn't do it intentionally. Look at the food. Look at your food. What happened?
I was going to, I don't know, I barely tapped it and it just went in the floor.
No, I mean, yeah, but you're going to start eating in there from now on.
Sorry, y'all. It's going to be a moment. Y'all go ahead, Legion. I'll catch up.
Okay.
Am I disappointed? Yes. But look at all this. Look at your food.
I just got done eating my potatoes.
Yeah.
And then I just set the fork down and it just went in the floor for no reason.
No, you either didn't have the plate all the way over, and when you
It was
did,
all the way-
if it was over there, it would not have fallen.
So how's it going, Christine? Still doing good?
Hmm?
Well, you're eating too?
I'm snacking, so.
Oh. Actually, hold on a minute. I forgot to do something. Just doing some stuff real quick. Okay. Just a quiet day, huh? Hello.
Hey everyone.
Hello.
Okay. Earth was I in last time we was playing this? How's everyone?
I'm doing good. Christine's snacking and Daniel's talking with his roommate. So I had to turn him down on volume, so if when he gets back, please tell me.
He's back.
Okay.
Hey Bard.
Hey, David.
Turn the volume back up. There you go. So how is that Phoenix Point game?
It's just like XCOM, and all of a sudden it becomes really, really difficult. I just accidentally closed and didn't save. Oops.
Hey, Legion, I'm gonna
Yeah.
pull off here at that repair shop and fix up, and I'll be right back on the road with you.
Okay.
Searching for.
You make me a salad, I'll eat it. I'll come. I need my vegetables.
I've got to tweak my mods a little bit. It'll take me a second, I think.
No problem, you ain't missed nothing. At least with me.
So have you updated anything with your mod yet, David?
I added a bunch of engines to the steel production one a while ago.
Hey, David,
Yes.
have you done anything with that one with the QSK 19 engine pack yet? Added anything or taken away from it?
Not since I added the international, I think.
Yeah.
That's going way too fast for around that corner. So what's the kids gonna be doing for Halloween there, David? Costume wise.
I don't know the character's name. The little one's doing something from a show that she watches. I don't know what the show is or the character. He wears an orange bow tie. That much. But I can't remember what the character is. It's not one that I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
How about yourselves?
I don't know.
For me, if you're talking about Halloween, I don't celebrate Halloween except for the candy part.
I wanted to get dressed up as Wonder Woman.
I hate to say I'd like to dress up as the Democrats logo, but that'd probably be a little bit too harsh.
Nah.
Let me in.
I don't know, the stream's been more stable ever since I lowered the bitrate. Might not be as sharp, but it doesn't stutter.
Yeah. On my 4K TV, I guess it's just because the way it's showing through it, but it's a little choppy, but not choppy as in graphics. I mean, I guess like I don't know. It's not stuttering. It's just the graphics are a little less. I guess I wonder if that's what you were just talking about, but otherwise it's been transitioning pretty smooth, especially on my end.
Well,
Smoother. You just cut out, Legion.
It's like you've just been muted.
No.
There you go.
I was worried you cut out, and then you did that, and then cut out.
I'm just. I don't know.
Well, I hope I didn't offend you,
No, that's not.
because you know,
Internet
if I
is
did,
what it is. So.
I know, but if I did, I would expect you to tell me.
Everything's okay. You know they added the speed limiter option now, David?
For convoys.
Yep.
I,
So they limit it to the speed limit?
Oh, because they used to have it so you could limit it to 65. So now you can only drive the speed limit.
Yeah, I'm just guessing about how it does it. Because I didn't really click it to set it, but...
Yeah.
Hey Legion, how far out are you now? I'm at 180 because I accidentally hit the guardrail a second ago.
I'm 100 miles out.
Ooh, I better pick up the pace.
So I'm thinking about buying some rental properties over time.
Yeah, you said it's been a while since I've driven the International 9900.
Well, that's what you're driving, David?
I had a mod truck, but I removed the mod, so it's put me into this. And there we go. Yeah, it's now fixed it. It's put me into this different truck.
You know, and get some passive income, so over time I could just start doing other.
That's right.
I'd like to see them add the International, I think it's a HX 520. I think that's a nice looking truck.
Thinking one day I might move to the capital.
Capital of Wyoming or the capital of the US of A?
Wyoming. I would never move
Check.
to the capital of the United States.
Right.
But it would be
I don't
70 degrees year round because of all the hot air.
From the politicians running their mouths.
Yep.
Vengeance.
From both sides. Both sides. Everybody has their own faults. Both sides do. Right, Christine? That's why I say more of independent. I don't want no party to define what
You believe in.
what I'm thinking. You know? Like you can agree with a little bit of both sides depending on the issue.
Exactly.
Many people follow whatever the politicians are saying blindly sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Can't imagine anyone ever does that whatsoever anytime.
Russia. Some people,
Hey,
not
David
not all,
Helpson.
not all of Russia though. My chat's not updating. Is there people actually?
Yeah, there's somebody in chat talking.
Oh, one sec. Let me reload. Oh, there you go. Hey, David. David Helton. I need to say David Helton because there's a David in voice chat.
There's also a David in chat or text chat.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
saying.
And hey, Legion.
What's up?
You say you're talking about, Russia. I know there's one American that's a part of a famous band that is crazy about Putin writing him love letters and stuff.
Yeah.
Stevie Nicks of Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, I don't want to go too much into the
I know. I'm
politics.
sorry,
It's
but
all
you just.
politics, but
I know it is, and I try to keep it clean on here.
I
'Cause
prefer
out of
independent,
respect.
thoughts. But
I understand, Legion.
I'm thinking about. Have you ever heard of Space Haven?
I have, but I'm
It's-
not too familiar with it.
Is that the game?
What?
Space Haven.
Yeah, that's
As
the
in the
name of
game?
the game.
It's on sale right now because I've got it in my wish list.
It's.
Um,
Have you ever played like RimWorld?
no, but I think I've played games from the same developer on in the past.
Because you build like a custom ship from scratch, or you can start with a ship. Then you can have the like industrial room and all this stuff, kind of like how a NASA ship would be. If there's one that went out to explore, like it'd have to be like self-sufficient.
Yeah, it's a combination of base building, isn't it?
And survival.
Yeah.
And you start.
Is it the
Dang it.
sorry? Is it the isometric viewpoint as well?
Yep, top-down view, but it's kind of like more of angled than top-down.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. The isometric style.
I'm
I
gonna.
think that's
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I think that's what it's called.
But I'm gonna stream that and make Christine and because you can name them and customize them.
Oh, I get you.
So I can make one David and he's gonna be the pilot.
So as long as he doesn't get killed if you get boarded. Well, actually, that'd be half the fun. But
I'll give you a laser rifle.
yeah,
You'd have to fight aliens and pirates
doesn't sound so bad.
and the Slaver
Is one
Guild.
of the is Johnny Depp one of the pirates?
No, it's not that kind of game. But I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I'm trying to be stupid.
No, not really. It's not stupid.
Hey, I'm about 34 miles out from our destination, so I'm finally getting caught up to you. So sorry for the delay.
It's all right.
What city are you heading to?
Some French name in Idaho. Starts with the C. The
So it's
long,
gotta
Frenchy
be
looking one. CO something.
Coeur d'Alene or whatever it's
Yep.
called. Okay. I switched trucks. It put me into Yuma, which is almost directly south to you.
David asked you a question.
Oh, hey David, I am pretty good. It's been a while since I've convoyed and streamed.
Yeah, so have I. I've just been busy.
I picked up some new glasses yesterday, and I still find them a little bit disorientating. It's like I can't always focus on things. That's never a good sign. Did you see that I added a bunch of engines to the engine pack?
No.
I added 4 different engine types
Nice.
for Caterpillar engines.
Was the 470 horse Caterpillar one of them?
Yep. And there's a whole bunch of them.
Hey, and also I figured, when you were talking about doing like the retro engines, you ought to, the Mac. I don't know if it'd be doable to do the gasoline like the old Mac motors from like the 50s and 60s before they started putting diesels in them. That'd be something like, I can't remember if it's the Maxidine, Thermodyne, or whatever, but you ought to do some of those old Mac engines and put them into a pack.
Yeah, the trouble I've got is the sound. They're going to sound like any other engine.
Oh, that's true.
But yeah, a torque curve is a torque curve. So I'm going to ride around whatever the heck this city is called and get some of the roads that I haven't driven on yet.
We just some.
If you can hear me, Legion, I'm pulling in behind you.
I hear you.
Because you cut out like you again.
Oh, that happens.
Oh, you probably get tired of me saying that multiple times, so.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait right here for David too.
Yep, I'm going to head your way.
Where's the drop off?
And I got.
Go ahead.
You drove past it. Oh, the
I'm not
drop-off
gonna
point?
back it in.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna back it in. I'm just gonna do that automatic, let it park itself thing. Did you get another trailer?
No, not yet. I'm waiting for David.
I'm on the way.
And
I'm on the 90.
once
It's at 90, I think.
Stu might be joining us too after he gets done modding, if the stream ends soon that he's on.
Copy that.
Did you see the new way of they're going to be launching satellites into space? Instead of on a rocket? Well, it still has a rocket, but it's not a large rocket.
Okay.
Hey, should we kill our engines until David? Oh, there's David. Never mind. I was gonna say kill our engines until he shows up.
So what they do is they're gonna build a giant centrifugal force centrifuge. So it just spins it around really, really quick, and then at a certain moment, it'll release it and it'll fling it straight up thousands of feet into the air, like 50,000 feet, and then the rocket engine will turn on and
Yeah.
into outer space. So it uses far less rocket fuel.
Can this carry people, or is it just for satellites?
Oh, you can't carry people. It's gonna be spinning like thousands of miles per hour.
Yeah.
With sudden jolt straight up. There's no way a person would survive. I gotta go get gas, so just we'll wait there at that intersection, David.
Okay. I'm gonna drive up this way because.
So, David, what were you doing in my town a few days ago? You're parked right in front of McDonald's in a yellow Peterbilt.
I was lost.
Right? Yellow Peterbilt.
You shouldn't say that on stream because maybe I called in sick. Lol.
Is it calling in sick if you're a truck driver?
Yeah.
If you're in the truck? Because you're technically
Legion,
at work because you're in the building. I'm kidding. I just make that as a joke.
Hey, Legion, where do I need to park my truck at and wait for you? Do I need to wait for y'all, or where are we going?
Oh, I'm heading to a gas station to get repaired and get gas and get everything prepared for the next load.
I'm still in pretty good shape, fuel-wise and damage-wise, but I didn't know if I needed to wait here at the steel place or if I needed to, where I needed to go.
Oh, I'm just 9 miles out from where I need to be.
Wait, let me see. Are you going
Yeah.
to Spokane?
Yeah, it has a service and a rest area right next to a.
Right next to a garage, isn't it? I think.
So do I need to
Yep.
follow you over there, Legion?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get my map fixed, and I'll join you. Crap. Got this SUV trying to get in my way, won't move.
How you been, Sane Cat?
Hey, Thing Cat. Are you waiting on me, David, or are you waiting on somebody else?
No, I was checking something on my computer, so I had to stop.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna pass you.
Yeah, that's fine.
So what kind of SSD should I get for my computer?
If you
Depends
can,
on
It's a
what.
recently it's a DDR4 still. Like I need RAM and an SSD.
Well, it depends on what kind of SSDs are it. What kind of
More
one you
one
already
that
hard drive.
I want
Go ahead.
that built in and not a plug-in.
So you don't want like a 2.5-inch drive. You want something like an NVMe.
Yeah, it's something that built in, so one's just gonna be handling the games, and the other one's just gonna handle just the basic functions of the computer.
Yeah, for me, like I in times past, I put like a one of my older laptops. I have the SSD that came into it that's soldered to the motherboard, but it's 128 gig. But it does have a extra option for adding like a 2.5-inch SSD, and I put a 512 gig into it, and it's for extra storage and stuff, and it does perfectly fine for what I need it to do. So it just depends on all what you're looking at.
Where would I look up to what I have in my computer, David? If it's just a base for the base stuff
for the storage or just for everything?
for everything, because what it came with, because it's still factory.
You can go to Windows About, I think, and it tells you all that stuff. But
Where is that
And
at?
that be
I'm just going to try actually. Yeah, so at the start menu, if you just type in About, so just click on Start and type in About your PC pops up, and that's exactly what you need. So it's got like a top section that gives you the core spec, so like the processor and all that kind of jazz.
Where?
So if you click on the Windows button and don't touch anything else, just type the word About.
Oh, that search button.
Yeah, like the Start button.
Okay, so I have a Ryzen 7 AMD 3700X 8 core, 16 gigabytes of RAM.
Yep.
That
the
doesn't
16 gigabyte. Sorry.
it doesn't say anything about my SSD.
No, it won't. To do that, you can either go into, so on the right hand side, you've got options, one of which is called Device Manager. It's typically second or third one down.
Okay, security devices, software devices. What would it be?
You might have Windows 11 then. Um, it's
No, I got
it's
it. I got the list. I just need to know what I would look under.
oh, and there's a section called disk drives. It's like 5 or 6 or 7 down from the top normally.
Mine's doesn't even have a disk drive.
Okay.
It doesn't even
I
have
think.
where I can put a disk in.
Are you in the device manager?
Yes.
That's weird. All right. Other thing you can do is just go to
Processors? No.
oh, hold
Oh,
down
there
the
it is.
Windows.
There it is. I found it.
You found it? Okay. That gives you the names of them, or that the hardware make and stuff.
It says it has 2.
Yep. You might have a couple. Now for the
Because it's
sizes
a
of them,
WD, WDC, WD.
that sounds
10.
like Western Digital.
It's a WDS 240G.
Yeah, I think that's a 240 gig SSD then.
So I want to get to like a terabyte though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Walmart has them, at least here, for about a little over $100 for a 1 terabyte Western Digital Blue
But is that
SSD.
plug-in or is that online?
Uh, I think it's either in store or online. I usually go in store because I don't do much ordering online except for Amazon. And sometimes
Okay,
Amazon has some sales on them, so you can check them out too.
we better find the load so we can get to
Okay.
driving. What do you have? What do you guys find? Because the list is different for everybody. So I'm gonna
Didn't
look
check
at
yet,
freight market.
but I will.
Lift truck chases. That's a long one. 1,655 miles.
That's a very long trip.
$143,000.
Where the heck's that going to? Or is that going from?
Artesia, New Mexico.
Is that from where we're at right now?
Salem, Oregon.
Okay.
But I'm gonna look.
Oh, I see it. We could make that even longer by heading south through California and then going across through Arizona and New
There we
Mexico
go.
that way, if we
Okay,
felt
I
like it.
clicked what we had. From right here, is one to Kingman, Arizona, 1,200 miles, $120, but it's urgent delivery.
Is that a heavy cargo?
This one's not bad. It's cars from here to St. George, Utah, and it's only 19,500 pounds.
Yeah, that doesn't sound so bad.
And there's one to Page, Arizona. This look at
Hey,
The
I don't know if your Volvo Legion, would your Volvo be able to handle that milling machine, that 97,000 pound? Or did you already choose it? Or choose something?
it's
if you're
600,
talking,
550.
you seem to have faded out, Legion, unfortunately.
There's a Havre, Montana, 40,000 pounds. Bulldozer.
We had,
That bulldozer one looks good.
yeah,
There we
and
go.
that looks like quite a pretty road as well.
If I had a choice, I'd do the bulldozer just because I love things like that.
Hey, Beaver.
Yo, Beaver.
Mr. Beaver.
Oh, where'd you go? Legion? There you
I'm
are.
just going to pick up the load real quick. It's 64 miles down the road. Hey, Beaver, you want to
Okay,
come join us?
Yeah, sorry, I was paying attention to one thing and then looking another direction. I didn't see you drive off.
It's alright.
Well, I'm coming in behind you.
Hold on.
Hey, is my background noise too much for y'all, or is it just about right? 'Cause I got my windows open. I got my phone right next to my TV, but I turned all that stuff down, so hopefully it wouldn't be too loud in the windows. Hopefully the background noise outside my window ain't causing too much of an issue.
Hey, John C. Pepper.
I don't hear any
Hey,
background
John.
noise.
I just want to make sure because I know one time that was called into question, so I just want to make sure.
No.
Are you going to Plaster and Sons?
Did you hear me?
No.
Oh.
Hello?
Is that better?
I heard you ask if that was better. So.
Okay. What I'm saying is the only reason I turned you down, Daniel, is in case some like private information was going to be talked about or anything. So
Yeah,
that's why I turned your volume really way down.
yeah,
So
I
I turned it
apologize for
back
that.
up when he came back into the game, because I didn't want
Yeah,
any personal information to be put onto YouTube where people can, can't trust
I
people.
apologize for that. That was totally unexpected, that
Yeah.
breaking. So, and also like I was referring to the noise like outside. I didn't know if y'all could pick up on the rain in the background or not.
Oh no.
I got my window open, enjoying the rain.
So why don't you try?
Trucking.
Oh, sorry. Why don't you try some of the
Okay.
redeemables? See if it's still working.
Okay, I will.
I wonder who would win in a straight line race between this Volvo and my Kenworth, with the way we got it spec'd.
I wouldn't know.
And you just about took a truck out too. I'm right behind you.
Laughing at the Prius.
I'm right. Yeah. What do you think of the new Tundras and Tacomas? I mean, not having a V8 anymore. Or I know the Tacomas that never had one, but the Tundras no longer have a V8.
I'm gonna be getting a lift kit for my Jeep, and V8's only depends on what you use it for.
Right?
Unless you're
Of course,
really pulling anything, if a V6 would be able to haul anything you need in the back of the truck anyway.
the
And
new one,
also a V6.
It's a twin turbo V6, I think it is, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken, and it's got about 40 more horsepower and don't know how much more torque
Hold on, stop.
5.78. What's going on?
We missed a turn.
Oh,
But if the cylinders are larger on this V6 than the V8, it could also make up for the loss of the pistons. Don't you think?
okay. I don't know why I turned here.
Turn right there, David.
Yep, I am doing.
I was trying to cut a corner and I didn't realize I wasn't supposed to be.
We're just going straight down to the end.
Yep.
But don't you think a larger piston than the V8 would also kind of not put off. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Is make up for the loss of two pistons if both of them are larger.
I guess if you're hauling, it's all about the torque, isn't it?
Yeah, usually is about the torque, from my experience. Because I remember I rode in a '03 Dodge diesel, 1-ton crew cab with a 6-speed manual, and that thing, we probably hauled semi-sized loads with that thing, like anywhere from 37 to 45,000 pounds with it,
If
with a
you put,
gooseneck.
you can get this while we're not waiting.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead on down the road.
Go ahead. But you know what I'm
So when I get
saying,
back,
though, David, is if it is a larger piston, the torque would go up, wouldn't it be?
Yeah,
You
I
can
think you're
make it.
right.
You can make up the lost horsepower with a larger piston.
I think it's
If
all to
it's a
do
V,
with.
because the V6, because the large how large the V6 is, can make up for it.
I guess
It's
I'm
all
gonna have to
about.
wait for you.
I think it's all about how much air you can stuff into it, because the more air you can stuff in, the more fuel, and the
Yes.
more fuel, the more torque.
Yep.
Most of these semis are an inline six, so they're only a 6-cylinder as opposed to an 8.
But the
But
cylinders
they,
are
Compared to, like,
far larger.
yes,
you, you remember the old like 3408, Caterpillars, the old 8V71, 8V92, and bigger 2-stroke Detroits. Those are one of the few and rare V8 diesels we had back in the day.
V8,
In a
you
big rig.
just get a different sound once you straight pipe it or something, but
yeah,
overall, the efficiency would be better. Because sound's only going to be only really matter to a few people, but that's why some things are toys and some things are not.
Amen to
yeah,
that.
Some things, because if you're working with something, you want efficiency with gas mileage, with its being able to,
yep,
with its
yeah.
pulling power, so, or else you wouldn't.
This is a very pretty little waypoint, viewpoint.
Oh, sorry, I was in your way.
I have no idea how I was able to back into that.
Well, 1% damage already.
But I'm looking to get a lift kit for my Jeep Renegade I have.
Are any of y'all old enough to? Any of y'all old enough to remember the Jeep Comanche pickup?
I may be, but I'm not from this part of the world, so.
Well, it was originally made by AMC, American Motor Corporation, and it was, when Chrysler bought them out in halfway through the '87 model year, they had that Jeep Comanche pickup that said AMC on the manufacturer on the door, and then part of it said the second half of the model year said Chrysler. And Chrysler bought Jeep and Eagle.
Yeah.
And there I go running my mouth about automotive history again, so my apologies.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get like a lift kit for it, so it's like about 2 inches taller, but with larger tires.
Think about putting air suspension underneath it? Or is that too trucky for you?
Increase are just mainly done with blocks.
Does
But
it use the original springs?
yeah,
Okay.
because it lifts it up, and then you can get larger tires. Because if you lift it up without getting bigger tires, it looks kind of silly.
Got ya.
Unless you're
It's like a very tall
unless you're
person with tiny feet.
unless you're looking at the old Chevrolet GMC top pick, the 45 or 8500s. The old
I've got the
medium
cargo.
duty.
Yeah, mine's just a regular Jeep Renegade though, so.
Isn't that one of the smaller ones?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, I thought you had a pickup.
No, I wanted to get one, but it's cost too much right now, and figured this would be about what I wanted anyway, and I don't really need a truck.
Yeah, well, my truck's really since I went earlier before we came up this road, I made my truck from a triaxle to tandem, and it seems like my truck's a little bit more peppy.
No, I'm just saying I don't really need like a Jeep Gladiator because I don't really haul anything.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot we were still talking about your Jeep. I was making a reference coming off that hill. It seems like my truck, after I went from a triaxle to a tandem, it seems a little bit peppier.
Yeah.
So my apologies for getting confused.
Probably got a bit less weight to it. Might be why.
Yeah. And it's downhill.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Kelsey. Seriously, XK is Kelsey. What's up, Kelsey?
I'm gonna see if I can pass this Cadillac or whatever this thing is, going uphill.
Gotta do a little bit more than 5 though, Kelsey. Go like 500. Hey, oh, Thing
Hey,
Cat,
Thing Cat.
make sure you add points to her, for her.
Now, what's this point thing that y'all got going? I see it quite a bit, but I have no clue what it is.
Oh, it's just for fun.
I know when I see these I
Gold
see it on some of
coins.
the other guys. Cause I see it on Stu's Gaming Obsessions channel quite a bit too.
It's just something to do while watching.
Oh, cool. And speaking of which, when I logged on before you, like just starting my computer up, my laptop up, I seen Stu was playing ATS as well. He just logged on about the same time as me.
Yeah, I talked to him. He's gonna join if the stream he's modding for ends.
I'm gonna have to stay around long enough on here just to see that happen. I haven't been sleeping one of the last several nights,
Hey,
so
Bard.
it's just
Yes.
I've been. Go ahead.
Can you check? Can you give Kelsey some points to start with?
Exclamation add points.
Yep. I don't know if Thinkcat's working on that in the background or not.
We're gonna do a crash counter.
Oh, we have a crash
Yeah,
counter.
I think I've already beat all y'all on the crash count. Y'all just haven't seen it on screen yet.
Let's see if that works.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
see it on
know.
my phone. It says add points and it says 5,000. I see it on
No,
my
you
screen.
gotta wait for Streamlabs to confirm it.
Oh no,
There we go.
just confirmed it.
There it goes.
Yeah, I'm letting you know that I saw it on my screen. So my apologies. Man, taking that left turn at 40 mile an hour.
Yep.
That was probably a dumb move on my part.
I did it.
In real life, that dozer, huh?
I did it, but a lot of game physics.
Because usually that dozer would have toppled right off.
Yep.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to Don't turn, don't turn, don't turn, don't turn. And I just got sandwiched between a car and a truck.
Come on,
That's
you
what I
gotta laugh
get.
at it. You gotta laugh at it. That's
Yeah,
what.
I pretended I was flipping that truck off by honking my horn.
No, it's not. It's just a California hello.
Oh, of course.
Everyone laughing. But do you know that the peace sign in different countries, because the sign that means different in different countries?
Yep,
I
it
actually
certainly
did not know
does.
that.
Because like down in Brazil or anywhere or some places,
Hey, that
that
car just hit my
finger,
trailer.
that the middle finger, the
Talk
equivalent
me up,
of I
Prius.
think in Brazil, but don't quote me on it, I might be wrong, is that if you give them the peace sign, it's the equivalent of the middle finger. So whenever that Reagan went down there to visit, he gave him both hands worth.
Oops.
And
Hey, David.
they didn't know that.
Hey, David, did you see that car hit me?
No, I only saw it afterwards.
Yeah,
Because
I had the right of way, and it just ran right smack dab into my trailer.
wasn't the traffic light red?
I wasn't paying attention, to be honest.
Apparently there's a
that was a big
lurker.
rig.
What was
Or
that,
something like
sorry?
that. Number 6 in the chat.
Me?
No,
No.
there's number 6. Lurker, as you watch, you gain points as well.
I have fallen below the top 10 for some reason.
Bad luck in gambling. Remember?
Yeah.
Right to the right.
I'm gonna set the cruise at 60.
I finally managed to catch up with you.
I'll set the cruise at 60. You can catch up.
Copy that.
He's right
Alright.
behind me.
Yep, I can see Daniel.
Sandpoint. Never been here.
This is an Amtrak to
Daniel,
the right.
why are you passing? There's a truck coming. Might want to slow down. Fire truck. I'll move over.
So
I said I was going to try.
following you chaps is always good.
It's all good, Zane.
I'm sorry. I said I was going to do better today. That sure wasn't a good way of doing it.
You gotta enjoy
I
this.
was going to see you.
You gotta
Go ahead.
enjoy this outside weather while you can, 'cause it's coming to winter time.
Yeah, I heard that our winter, at least even here in Arkansas, is going to be nasty.
Also gonna be 50 degrees.
Well, I mean,
I'm joking, 'cause I'm just saying 'cause you're in the southern portion. Not southern portion,
Yeah.
southern of the United States.
Yeah, I'm a redneck and I'm a hillbilly too. That was my school mascot, was a hillbilly.
Here, let's set the cruise at 55. Daniel.
Let me slow down. I don't have my Jake brake on, unfortunately.
I set it at 54. For some reason.
I'm setting mine at 58. This is about as quick as I could get to my cruise control.
So, Kelsey, did you get the game yet? She's in chat. Not voice chat. Regular chat. She must be lurking.
Hey, Legion, do you know anybody that's got, besides me that's getting the Steam Deck or has the Steam Deck yet?
Kelsey does.
Well, I didn't know. I mean, depending on, 'cause I didn't realize this that there's dock station that comes with it. It's like almost 80, $90 basically, and everything. I didn't know if she's got it this dock or if she's using one of those uh uh generic whatever docking stations that's compatible with it. I was gonna see what her opinion on for that was. And I don't have no way of typing it since I got my phone on voice chat right now.
Yeah.
So if she's listening or if somebody can ask her on my behalf, I'd very much appreciate it. And the speed limit's went up to 60, by the way.
I'm still gonna set it at 55 to keep together
Okay.
within view of each other at least.
Well, let me see here.
How's it going, David?
I am right behind you. Though it's not raining for me yet, but it looks like it's raining for you.
It just stopped.
Yeah, it's raining on my screen. Barely, like outside.
I'm trying to stay that distance behind where I can still see you, but if you were to bump into a Prius, I've got a chance of being able to miss it.
Why would you
Well,
want to miss it?
Hey, I guess since I'm out front, I'll take the first Prius hit since I'm out front now.
When I say miss it, I mean not run into it.
Oh, you
Well, I
could
mean,
have done
for
it right
you,
over
but for
this
me-
and got it right down that ravine.
True. I've done that before.
I remember that video where you hit that Prius and knocked it into the ravine.
It went a long way.
Sure did. That was funny. Stepped up to 65 now. Do we still want to keep at 55 or so?
I'm waiting for David to catch up a little bit more. But wait, how far back are you, David?
I can read. I can see your words. So if you want to bump it up to 65, that should work for me in theory.
Okay, we're going downhill here, so be careful. 'Cause even at 52, 53, it's still, my truck's a little squirrely.
Really a lack of traffic over here. Maybe the
Yeah,
update
I'm
made
enjoying
the traffic like more realistic.
They must have heard about us more like.
Hey, hey, Legion, once they do the official 1.46 update, you plan on doing a convoy immediately to test it out?
Yeah,
Didn't know if you wanted to try doing the beta version or how much longer it would be before they actually released the official update.
the Texas is gonna be coming out soon.
And you know, since I'm in Arkansas, I'm looking forward to if and when they release Arkansas.
It's okay, so we can go and ram where David's house is. Or his work, because it probably had the Peterbilt factory there.
Yeah, I live about 12 miles from it. 10, 12 miles. I mean, so I must have seen that on Facebook, Twitter, something.
Face Tick Twitter. I'd never heard of
Yeah.
that.
I
What
must
social
have seen
media
I must have seen that on Insta Pinterest Talk.
Oh, way station?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
It's asked me to check in.
Of course, I could just skip the one scale, but that probably wouldn't be a good idea.
Right turn.
Your vehicle is not in technical state required by law. You have to fix it. At 73,991 pounds.
71,000?
73,991 pounds.
That's 76,000.
Of course, I'm not at a full tank of fuel either. I mean, even though I filled up earlier,
I got about half a tank, and I'm just under 76,000 pounds.
I'm pulling over up here, so to let y'all catch up.
That's alright.
Okay,
I
because
don't,
I
I don't
was
think
gonna block. Go ahead.
I don't think that you need to stop because we're right behind you.
Well, I was gonna block traffic and let y'all pass me, so I could take the fender bender for you.
Nah, it's okay. We see ya.
I don't have any of my blinkers on, do I?
I do not know.
Or cause I can't remember because I could just switch into my cab camera and see, but I'm too lazy. So what speed you want to go?
Speed limit.
65? Okay, I'm bumping it up to 65. I'm at 44 right now. Trying to learn to not rely so much on my Jake brake or exhaust brake, whatever you want to call it.
Your Jake brake works for...
Okay, you just faded out again, buddy.
It happens.
So how long are you staying? Is you're planning on streaming tonight, Legion?
I don't know yet. For a little while at least.
Because I got at the latest, my usual time, so at 9:30 at the latest. My time, which would be 8:30, I think your time.
That still
Might
gives us
go-
over 3 hours, I think. This area of the map will look very pretty with the winter weather mod.
It would, and we'd probably be wrecking a lot more too.
Possibly.
That seeing our trucks skating on ice. What is this? The National Hockey League? Sorry if I offended any hockey fans. Now we're about to pass Kalispell, however you pronounce it.
Oh, nice.
I'm doing a 63 and a 35. How lovely. Probably gonna have to slow it down here real quick coming up ahead here. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention to my big map. You see, I was that far ahead of y'all. So
I
what, you
see
want me
ya.
to slow her down? Oh, okay.
That cop car saw me.
Yeah,
I might go to
I gave
the... Go to the bar tonight, I don't know.
Might move to the bar.
No, go to the bar.
Oh,
But not to get drunk.
I took that right hand turn at over 50 mile an hour.
Because if you drink like one or two, make sure you stay there for a while and just drink a lot of water, because the dehydration that causes you, because it dehydrates you. And
Do you have anybody that's going with you to drive you home in case anything happens?
no, I don't get
'Cause
drunk.
I don't.
I don't get
Yeah,
drunk. That's
I
not my
don't.
goal.
Yeah, I can't even afford to touch that stuff because of my because
Medication.
of some of the medicine I take.
Yeah.
Hi, Pedro.
And there's also you could just play pool and drink a pop. You don't
Yeah,
just because you're going to a bar doesn't
Endemic.
mean doesn't mean you have to drink alcohol.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably see if there's any pretty
Hmm.
women there. Sorry,
That's not a
shouldn't
place to pick people up.
I know. I kind of like the Toby Keith song. The music video to his song "I Ain't as Good as I Once Was."
It depends on. That's a good song, but I mean, it just depends on how
Just,
you
I
talk.
mean,
You can meet them there and talk about it, but that's not where you and talk to them and everything.
yeah. Uh,
But a
me,
bar or tavern has been where everybody. Well, it was for like centuries. Christine, if you go
uh,
back in history.
mm,
And
yeah.
also, just for the benefit of the stream, other genders can also be pretty.
Hey, that's true. Well, I can't argue with that. Chirp, 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 chirp. Hey, I didn't realize I was going as fast as I was because I've been going below between 55 and 60, and the speed limit's 65, so I don't know how I'm that far ahead of y'all.
Well, that's good, Pedro. Uh, Daniel, so you're all right.
So I'm keeping track of y'all on not on the small GPS, but on the big when you hit the map button in convoy and the M button and at least on my keyboard and brings up that bigger map.
Yep.
That's how I'm able to
Okay,
keep. That's how I'm able
That.
to keep y'all.
there might be a white car on the side of the road. Got
There
19%
was.
damage.
So Pedro was playing Snow Runner, huh? Interesting.
Mud Runner.
I got it.
Mud Runner
I
and
got it.
Snow Runner.
I like Snow Runner better than I do Mud Runner, but I mean, but only the console version and the PC version. I've never played the Snow Runner on PC, but I've played it on PS4 and Xbox Series X and S, and then I've had it on the Xbox One as well. And I enjoy it quite a bit, even though it's parts of it's harder than others. Should I turn my Jake brake on or try to rely on my brakes only?
Brakes more often than my Jake brake. But that's just me.
So what'd you say? I didn't hear all that.
I just use the regular brake. But you can use
Because I don't.
whatever you want.
I guess I'm thinking, in real life, your brakes would lock up if you depended on them too much. Now I'm doing. So yeah,
They'd also overheat, I think.
yeah, and that's what makes them lock up. That's why I like
Yeah.
using my Jake brake quite a bit. It makes it less. I have to rely less on my brakes.
Pedro's playing a Nintendo though. But that's
So
also
he's
good.
playing. I am.
Like the Switch, I think, or something.
Yeah, that's. I'm sure Snow Runner is on the Switch, but it doesn't have the mods capability thing that the console regular like the PS4 and the PS5s and that type of console has a more mods to choose from, and the Switch version doesn't even have a mod part at all. It just has DLC, nothing more.
Uh, Sometimes mods
Because
just complicate things.
for me, I use it for like money mods, like like on Snow Runner. When I played it last, that's what I use it that and a couple other um, downloadable stuff like some random maps and stuff like for just to try out where I don't have to deal with the story mode or whatever you want to call it.
But I prefer working for the money instead of, you know, but that's, I'm not saying it's bad or anything. I'm just saying I like working for it.
Yeah, there's
Mhm.
something about the grind.
Yeah.
But there's
Me,
also
I agree with that statement too. To be even though I mean, to me, it's just I don't have the patience to work it out like as much as I would with ATS or anything. Like when it comes to SnowRunner, I like to use mods, and same with ATS. But I can attest to back in the day with the 18 Wheels of Steel series when you didn't have mods, at least up until 18 Wheels of Steel Holland, American Long Haul, and when Euro Truck Simulator 1 came out. When they added where you could download mods and put them into the mod folder, just do stuff like that. I mean, does that make any sense?
Yeah. Hold up, Daniel. We're a little bit behind.
Okay, I'm at the intersection. Where Highway 89 and 2 come into play.
We're at
Um,
191 miles out.
I'm at 170 out. You're about to round that first corner coming down 89, and then you'll see it. You'll see me eventually. While I'm waiting on y'all to get behind me, I'll
Hi,
grab a
David.
drink.
How did you get ahead of me?
Who?
that's not me.
Yeah, because you actually stopped at the stoplight?
I do sometimes stop at stoplights.
If there's no traffic, I'm going for it.
So me and David need to find another game that we can play multiplayer.
Well, I'm not. I mean, I would love to join y'all on other games. It's just this is
I
basically
know.
what interests me most, and I apologize for that.
Oh, it's alright.
How are you doing, Christine?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, you've been quiet this whole time. It seems like so. I figured I'd give you a shout out and make sure you was okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just listening to the conversation.
Yeah. How's the animals doing?
The puppy dog is doing fine.
That's good.
How's the job search going?
Uh, same-o, same-o.
So, how far are you from Sand Springs, Christine?
I'm in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I know, but how far are you from? I can't remember how far Sand Springs is from Oklahoma City.
I have no idea.
And then I'm sure, have you ever been to Waukita?
I've not been to Waukita before.
Yeah. Well, I've not either, but I've been to a few odds and ends. The closest I think that I've gotten to Oklahoma City is Stillwater
Yeah.
into Oklahoma. So I know that's probably not ginormously close, but that's the farthest I've gotten into. And I think Yukon. I've been to Yukon, Oklahoma, and then Giatook.
If you've been to Yukon, then you've been through Oklahoma City.
It's been probably since I was a little kid, so so I wouldn't entirely remember,
Yeah,
but
because
I've been to them.
Yukon's west of Oklahoma City.
The only big city I've been to is Denver.
Did you know that the Nuggets actually used to be called the Rockets during the American Basketball Association, and whenever they joined the NBA, they had to change their name to the Nuggets because they already had the San Diego Houston Rockets. If there's a little history there on the Denver and its connection to, name-wise and everything. So
Not a big.
Seattle's trying to resurrect the Supersonics, but they're not having much success in luring players to it.
Oklahoma?
yeah, the
Uh,
original Supersonics moved to Oklahoma
Oklahoma
City.
Supersonics?
they
Thunder.
don't own the name, no.
No, kind of like with the Hornets when
No,
they
I'm just saying. You
when
said
they
what town is trying to is trying to do the
Seattle.
Seattle?
Yeah, they are still the home of the Supersonics, and they're trying to resurrect the team, but they're not having much luck.
because of the arena. I know they tore down Key Arena and was gonna because they moved because I think it was they weren't playing very well, and then they were also couldn't get a new arena, and that was what made them move, even though they kept the WNBA team there. But I do know that that they tried to move the Kings there and rename them the Supersonics, and the league shot that down in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
And then I do know that yeah. See what I was going to say, that when Hurricane Katrina happened, the Hornets, which is now the Pelicans, played there temporary in Oklahoma City. And they went by Oklahoma City New Orleans Hornets because there's
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, that's when I first moved to Oklahoma City, was during that point.
Hey Pedro.
And so one of the first elections I got to vote in was to vote to bring an NBA team to Oklahoma City.
Yeah. Because we used to have the Hawks used to be in St. Louis, so that's the closest team we had for years in to Arkansas. That was from 1955 to 1968, and the Hawks won their one and only championship there.
Didn't they
in
move
St.
to
Louis.
Atlanta?
At the end of the 67-68 season, which was the beginning of the ABA, if I'm not mistaken.
Didn't well, so if Oklahoma City has the Sooners, would they make the basketball team the Laters?
The Sooners is a college.
Yeah, I know. I'm joking. I'm making a joke. Making the name the team the Laters because it's the Sooners.
No, they went weather related.
Yeah, and also I do know that the Tulsa did have for a little bit have a WNBA team called the 66ers.
I do believe they still have a WNBA team there.
I don't know that their coach that was there at the beginning of that team when it was founded was Nolan Richardson, who used to be the Arkansas Razorbacks head basketball coach.
It's in the garage, Pedro. It wouldn't been able to. Well, might have been able to do this load. What do you think, David?
It would have done, but slowly. I think. But the Volvo is very capable at these sorts of high-speed stuff.
So I'm not even. I know the engine I'm running. I think I'm running the 625 horse Cat, the King of the Hill motor that comes standard in it anyway. Without having in normal SES format. That doesn't have the mods or anything. And I don't know about the 18-speed transmission I'm using, but I do know that the engine's stock part of the game anyway.
So if you're into the history of like the NBA and the football and everything, why don't you because you can make videos while you're talking on it, just record a whole video of it and talk about it, like playing the game, but do like the history of like read up on like specific teams and everything, and you can go over the history. And you can go over the history of like the NBA and the NBA and the football and everything, because you can make videos while you're talking on it, just make a record a whole video of it and talk about it, like playing the game, but do like the history of like specific teams and everything, and you can go over the history
That'd be pretty
about the
cool.
hawks or
Yeah.
whatever, and then you can
And that
just
might be
record it,
fun, yeah.
and it'll be.
That might be a project, one day down the line that might be interested in. Just gotta take my ducks one row at a time
Or
right
just,
now.
or you could talk about a semi truck's history or something like that.
Yeah. And I'm
And
sure
people
some of the
like to
guys,
listen to it. It's just like drive it in game, and you can talk about it.
I'm sure some of the people that are listening or watching this stream and listening to me is like, who the heck is this uh, history nut on here?
People like whatever. People like get watch when someone's more passionate about it than.
And because I've grown up around heavy equipment, I've grown up around big rigs and stuff, so it's one of my big things next to music, which like a Motown, the '70s, '80s, Bee Gees, Journey, Boston, Kansas, Styx, bands like that, for example. Heck, can't even forget the Doobie Brothers too.
Yeah.
So, those are some of the people that I've been influenced by growing up, listening to. And for example, I remember the first song I heard from Journey in '96 from their Trial by Fire reunion album or three songs I remember hearing. One More, their title track to that album, Trial by Fire, and then Message of Love. The three songs I remember hearing when I was growing up. Oh, and can't forget about When You Love a Woman.
Yeah.
That was another one. So yeah. Okay, I think I missed my turn, but I can turn this next little spot down here, and it'll still get me to the same spot.
What engine are you using, David?
Using a Cat 13, a 470.
Oh,
But I slowed right down so you could go around me.
You sure about that?
Yeah. Did you not see me use my blinker and then like pull over all the way over to the right?
Nah, it's alright. You didn't have to.
Yeah, I know, but it's a 470. It does all right, but it's not a 600.
So is it just? I guess it's just gonna be the three of us tonight, unless so I haven't slept a whole lot well very lately, and I'm contemplating whether to bail out or not because I've only been on here about it's 6:31 my time, and I don't want to bail out on y'all yet until at least somebody else shows up.
It's alright. If you want to go to bed, it's okay.
Well, I usually don't go to bed until 8 my time or after, because usually on the weekends, like Friday nights and Saturday nights, I get to stay up a little bit later. Just because I person I live with lets me. So yeah, so that's I'll wait till y'all deliver your load, and then I'll probably bail out and probably get back to my Xboxes. Because I got that it's just called Truck Driver on my Xbox. Have y'all heard that one?
Nope.
I've seen it on Steam for the PC.
Yeah, I've got it on my I had it on both my Xbox One and my Series S. Now, any of y'all that have an Xbox, I know if you do, I know Microsoft did an update that makes the CD, like certain CDs, not read very well, and then or not read at all, and then the some of the digital games won't work hardly at all either, because they're all trying to force them to go over to the newer gen consoles. And what else? So yeah.
It's all about the
Well,
money
man.
for that, though.
Yep. Well, I am probably gonna go ahead and
Call it a
bail
night.
out. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I do appreciate y'all, letting me stay for what short time I did. And hey, Legion, before I head off, are you gonna be doing anything tomorrow, streaming wise?
I don't know yet.
because I know you probably wouldn't want to do ATS again tomorrow with me at least, but if you didn't have anything to do and didn't know what to play, I mean, I'd like to join you again on tomorrow. Where have a little bit more time.
Yeah.
So just keep it in mind, and if you end up not being able to do it, will you at least DM me on Discord?
Yep.
All right, man. Well, I am out, and we will talk later.
Okay.
Thanks, y'all.
All right. Night.
Bye.
Good night.
I am gonna go and grab some more water.
And white trucks.
My good lady got back whilst I was on there, so I'm gonna go and say hello. So I'll be gone for a couple of minutes, give or take. I will be back.
Yeah. Gonna go grab something to drink too.
Okay.
Why do I always get up so early on the weekends? Just wondering why I always get up so early on the weekends.
Oh, I went to bed so late. It was actually this morning when I went to bed.
What were you playing?
I was actually rewatching the Downton Abbey series.
Yeah.
It was season 3 that I binge watched last night. I've been thinking about watching the A New Era.
Yeah. They're trying to, well, in the U.S. military, they're using putting cameras on top of the turret, so the driver, when it's, or the gunner, is going to be different.
Mm-hmm.
Down to, with the new Abrams tank, it's going to be 3 people instead of 4.
Yeah.
They're getting rid of the loader. It's going to be automatic. But it's going to be built. It's the auto loader is different than the Russian one that causes the whole turret to pop off.
Well, can't have that.
Has a blowout on top. Let me
Yeah.
see what is nearby.
I was back about a minute ago, but I forgot to unmute my mic, I think.
Yeah,
It
it's
happens.
alright.
There was a long pause, so I didn't know if I'd fixed it or not.
I was waiting just for that because that reason. Look how far away we are from the nearest service station.
Yeah, probably a long way.
All the way down in Lewiston. You know where our normal spot is?
Yeah.
I'm gonna not fast travel, F7 it. Yep, Lewistown.
Which is
Just
a
to the
long
south
way
of,
away.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a long way if you have to drive it anyway. Do you need to fix your truck?
Yeah, it's
Oh, you
at
probably do actually.
35%.
Yeah.
I couldn't fast travel from there anyway.
Should we see? Uh, Let me see if there's a load to get to Lewiston. Lewiston. Oh, I've got one.
Lewistown.
Live Lewistown. It's live cattle.
Uh-oh. Just kidding, but did you hear anything new with any new tech? David?
Yep, here I am. Sorry, my headset just stopped working.
Read anything new on the new tech?
Anything new on there?
Yeah?
I didn't catch what the last word was. Sorry.
Any new tech?
No. Other than these glasses that are making sometimes everything feel blurred, which is kind of like going from a nice monitor to an older monitor. Does that count? Probably not.
I don't know.
My glasses makes me, whenever I move my head, it makes me feel like I'm swimming.
These have got the bifocal, trifocal things. So I'm still getting used to them. But well, we'll see. I feel that I'm not sitting close enough to my monitor, or I'm sitting too far away. I'm not at the sweet spot.
Mm.
But it's only been a day, so. Did you find a job, Legion, or would you like me to?
Just gonna look something up.
Okay.
Looks like there's a new Zulu king in
I didn't quite catch that. I'm sorry.
Zulu king tribe down in South Africa.
Zulu in South Africa?
The Zulu.
Yes, they're a tribe.
Yep. They named a new king.
Oh.
I'm just looking at the news. Some that it's hard to find one that doesn't involve stupid war stuff. Hmm. You hear the problems going on in Haiti?
No.
There's a lot of gangs right now for it that's controlling
Hmm.
most of the country, most of their country. Well, let's do this. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, that's not it. So how's it going, David?
Yeah,
David?
it's going great.
Oh,
I'd grab some fuel.
you fast travel down here instead?
Yeah, yeah, I did.
Okay. So we can pick up another load over here. But so I heard like
I'm gonna eat my supper.
Okay, go ahead. I heard Austin, Texas is getting trams.
Yeah, that's interesting. It wouldn't surprise me. city's known to be a little bit different.
They say it's where the Democrats are in Texas. Or just a typical, like, different way of thinking.
They get, I guess more modern stuff maybe. Um, just people talk about Austin as being a different city in terms of character to the other cities in Texas. Quite what that means, I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. What's the difference in choosing the different trailer selection for a lowboy if it's all lowboy?
Often the different color. So the last load I made sure that the lowboy was yellow because I could.
There's no yellow.
Yeah,
It's red, blue, or black.
yeah. I must have got lucky on the last one.
Oh, 'cause one has three axles, another one has three axles, and it's all wood from the top and bottom. I see the
Right.
differences. Wheel loader to Rock Springs.
Uh,
Then I might call it a night. I don't know. I might call it a night soon.
you want to take a shorter one just in case if you get a bit tired, or if you want to do something else.
Oh, it's only 566 miles.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds like a plan then.
Yep. It's around back. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing more of that real estate investing to, because with the way the prices of everything is gonna be, like the prices of the, like, housing prices are gonna be going way back down. Interest rates might be a little higher, but once the interest rates go back down, I can refinance it.
True. These things also tend to be cyclical as well. So if you wait a few years, it might start going the other way.
Yeah. And then get the rental income from it.
True.
Then I can become a full-time YouTuber.
Yeah.
And do the rental as my passive income and do this for fun.
Yeah. Yep. That's very true.
I don't think I'll have a problem getting that house because I got it, like, I got this house like 5 years ago. But when I did, I was only making like 13 something.
Right. So
And now I'm making
if
20.
yeah, so if your income's gone up by quite a lot, then yeah.
And I can use 75% of the rental income as part of the mortgage.
Right. Okay, I've got the cargo.
Yellow and black.
somehow seem fitting.
I'm just trying to diversify, you know, get some
Yeah.
passive income.
And are you handy fixing things?
No, but I can learn.
Yeah. That's another skill as well. If you're able to, excuse me, if you learn how to fix things, you could go into a trade that way as well. If I don't know, there's a need for kind of trade. It's a natural disaster.
Maintenance
Useful.
stuff.
Yeah.
Handyman.
Yeah. I got to the top of that road, and I think all of Montana was driving past.
All two
That's a
cars.
slight. Well, and a couple of trucks.
I didn't like that post there, so I hit it.
Yep, so it's only 562 miles, as you say. Okay, I'm back up. Oops, another post. Maybe that was the same one. I was just watching this. Call it the replay, but watching the stream.
Yeah. Could be. Oh,
Oh,
here's the one that you wrecked and had the rear end of your axles on top of the truck.
does Haven have a multiplayer version mode?
No.
It's a shame, because it'd be quite good fun to both be in the same crew, wouldn't it?
Well, this is more of like you control like a group of people.
Right. Yeah, I figured I'd try Phoenix Point because it was like half price for the expansion packs. So it was $24. And so far it's similar to XCOM in that you have a couple of easy missions and you're like, I've got this nailed, and then the next meet is not, it's difficult and you lose people.
Nice.
Yeah. And you think, oh, maybe I should have saved before I started this. That would have been useful, David.
Yeah.
So, so I don't think I did. I think I rage quit, which was about 5 o'clock for me, which happened to be the time when you were jumping on. So I hadn't seen the messages about that until I think Discord was hidden behind the game.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Did I tell you that they're gonna be building a distillery where that's gonna employ up to 300 people
no, but that sounds interesting.
for vodka, whiskey, and gin?
Yeah, it does sound interesting.
You can't really do rum here because you need it's a sugar cane instead of it the sugar beet.
Plus, you're so far from the coast, there's probably no market for it either.
And I can't really do tequila here because that requires agave.
You might want to move then.
No, not really.
I'm just messing with you.
Zach.
Hello.
Hey, Zach.
Hey.
That's a good guess too. I wasn't even looking. Can who joined? I was just guessing.
So it could have been Miss Wild style.
No,
could've
we
been.
would have heard David.
Well, fair enough. don't think I've done anything stupid or been in trouble for a while.
That's a first.
I know.
We're just we just left Lewistown. If you want to come drive with us, or do you just want to talk?
I'm just talking right now. I don't have my wheels set up. I
Just
really
talking
don't feel
and
like setting
watching.
it up either. Yeah. I had a tooth pulled yesterday, so I'm still recovering from that.
Did they let you keep it?
Nah. They had to
That's
cut
even
it out.
worse. Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, they had to get. It was right next to a wisdom tooth, so they had to cut it out and stitch it up.
That sounds painful.
It really wasn't once they numbed me. I mean, I was in pain for like over a month. Like every night, I would have to just keep waking up, taking ibuprofen, and swishing Listerine in my mouth. So that was the only thing that helped. So I went to bed last night. It was the best night's sleep I've had within a month.
Yeah.
That's awesome news.
Yep.
At least you had insurance, right?
Oh yeah, it was only $40.
Well, that's because they're selling you DNA from your tooth. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But they are working on something that if they take the DNA, not the DNA, the stem cells from your tooth that they pull,
Uh-huh.
and then they'll insert it to where that tooth was, and you'll grow a new tooth from where it was.
Oh shit. Yeah, that'll be a very big breakthrough in modern
Dentistry.
medicine. Yep.
They
That
also,
sounds like
with stem cells, they could. They also have one that they're working on, is to regrow those little hairs that are inside your ear, that make you hear.
Huh.
That sounds fascinating.
So people that were deaf could hear.
Yep.
sounds pretty cool.
It probably wouldn't
Do
be
you
an
think
instant that if it heal, but once it, because you don't want to really want to just go think about and suddenly go on.
Your mic cut out.
That's it happened. But imagine going through life on mute and then suddenly unmuting it and hearing something that's really loud.
Yep. Or it's just like, you're deaf, and then once you gain your hearing, you finally realize farts make sound.
Yeah. Or say, that's not how I thought it'd sound at all.
Yep.
Or finally be able to hear music instead of just feel it.
Yep. Or be able to finally hear Z-mod sounds.
was to feeling it?
You can feel the bass.
Yeah, you can, for sure.
That's why they like probably like EDM music that has a beat to it, opposed to hearing it.
Yep.
But then again, you never really hear your own voice until you record it and play it back, like on stream. 'Cause
Yeah.
what you hear and what you hear from the video is completely different.
Yeah, my voice sounds like 2 times deeper from my own perspective.
I always hoped I sounded more like, well, anyone else really.
Why?
Well, I'm not sure. I think, as Zach said, it always seemed that really.
It's different. It could be either be deeper or lighter because just that's why
Yeah,
some
yeah, it's
musicians don't want to hear their own music because they doesn't feel like it's them singing because they got their voice in their head. How you hear it.
yeah.
Like sometimes I think my voice sounds annoying when I hear the streaming. Is it or is it not?
Well, we've seen
Not
the
really.
stats showing the number of female viewers that you've got, and that would tell me that it's not annoying.
Oh, that's true.
I'm gonna stop and get weighed, but I'm like, I've got a Caterpillar motor. I don't need to get weighed.
I'll be right back.
How far back are you, David?
Not that far. I can see you on the map, and I can read the words. Yep. So I'm pretty much just there.
Oh, I don't know what they would call that though.
What they would call what? Sorry.
Difference in sounds of your voice. Wonder if there's a medical term.
There might be.
But there also is another thing. If you're green as green, but because someone else learned it as green, but they see it as blue, but it's green.
May have just misdirects it. Oh no, maybe not. Good recovery.
But you know what I'm-
So what you see as yellow, I might see as red.
But because you learned it as as yellow, you never know unless because your brain can process the colors differently.
But it's still going to be yellow because
Because
that's
you
how I
learned it
see
as
it.
yellow.
Yeah.
Because the brightness would be the same, but it'd be because that's why there's also the thing is when
Your mic cut out again. I think it came back as soon as I said that.
okay, but a woman's eyes can pick up more color contrast and everything more than a man.
Yeah, everything about their body can pick up more than a man. They can yell at us for stuff we didn't even do yet.
But what
Yeah.
I'm saying is color because they can pick their eyes pick it up better.
Their hearing is so acute they can pick up mischief at a quarter mile.
I don't know.
It's been a long time since I've driven a Peterbilt 3 at 89. It feels like a long time.
Which engine you got in it?
Got a Cat C13.
Oh,
okay.
Zach, he's got new motors in his engine pack.
Yep, I started using them. They're nice little pullers, that's for sure.
Working on a patch for the stock ISX 15 engines.
What?
That you'll install it and it'll look the same as the stock game, but you'll get a slightly different torque curve.
Ew.
Okay. So it's pretty much only the ISX engines and ATS that are bad with torque curves, pretty much.
It's not that they're bad. They're just they're a little different to what Cummins say.
Okay, here's a question though. It's off of this, not off of this, but what I was talking about in another stream, another person's stream. Is if it was a zombie apocalypse, what weapon would you choose? Because you got to remember, you got to source the ammo and everything, and you could choose like any kind of armor that you would want. What would you choose?
Me personally, it'd probably be some tacos and a cigarette lighter, because then, you know, that's just a built-in flamethrower.
What weapon? They're already dead, remember?
Especially after I eat the tacos, yeah, they'll be dead.
I think I'd have to pick something like a warhammer that's blunt. So it doesn't have to be sharpened. I don't have to find ammunition for it.
With leather over it.
Something about leather over it.
With a shield and a sword or a spear.
Well, spear keeps them further away. Plus, if it breaks, you can use it as a club.
But it has a chance of getting tangled up.
But also the sword.
Your mic's cutting out.
Sword with leather armor.
Because the thing with leather is it's a lot lighter than
Chainmail.
metal. Yeah, than chainmail.
I'd
Doesn't
choose
rust.
chainmail because it's lighter than plate, and you don't need plate.
It's also more flexible as well.
Because you obviously don't need a full metal steel, full metal shield. A wooden shield or a plastic shield would do.
Daniel says an AK-47.
Where are you gonna get the wet ammo after you run
My
out?
grandpa's a gunsmith. I can go raid his house.
Where are you gonna get the ammo?
All I would do is just
And
go
the
to
supplies.
McAllister.
Because after a while, you just gotta wait it out until the bodies decompose. They might be undead, but their body will still be decomposing. So
It'll just
really,
fall apart.
after a year, they're just gonna be falling apart. 1 year is all it needs. Or 2 years. So you just need to go find some place to hole up for two years and it'll be decomposed. Hi, Christine.
I choose McAllister. There's an ammunition plant for the military there.
Yeah, but it'd be kind of wasting ammo, though. You save the ammo for when you fight against other scavengers, or if they disagree or something. You know what I mean? Or if the disagreement comes to it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I suppose the trick is just to keep quiet as well.
Yeah. And live in a small town where you know the census, how many people live there.
Yeah.
My city's about
Your mic cut out.
My town is only about 7,000 people, so
Yeah, my town's really small too. In fact, we only have one traffic light in the whole town, if that tells you anything.
then you know if there's any zombies, you know how many there will be as a baseline.
Yeah, but knowing zombies, they're gonna go into the wrong trailer and the whole town's gonna go up into flames. There's one road that's like exclusively nothing but crackheads.
Isn't that in every state? Or
Yeah, sadly.
a good baseball bat would work too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just break the legs. But if you knock down a zombie, would they be able to get back up?
I guess it depends on like what kind of shape the zombie's in.
Like, would you be like if you push it on its back, it wouldn't be. It doesn't have any brains to get back up. Once you knock them
Yeah,
over,
that is true.
requires brains for them to be able to do that. And thinking, and brain zombies don't think.
Nope, and neither do most people, so not much of a difference there.
So if you simply go down the street driving the truck with a pole so far up, you can knock them all down.
It's probably one of David's trucks from one of his wrecks, and the pole got left behind.
What do you think, David?
Maybe.
And not to mention the different temperatures, because the body would decompose at different rates depending on temperature, and if it,
Yeah,
how
they
it
would
would stop the
decompose here
function
pretty quick
depending
in
on
Florida.
like it wouldn't work up in the wintertime, or extreme heat would also decompose them faster.
They decompose in about 5 seconds here during summertime, give or take.
If you ever come through Wyoming, Thermopolis has a good hot spring. It's a natural hot spring. Even their pool is open year round because the water is naturally heated.
Oh, yeah.
It's always 80 degrees. You think they'd have the they'd have to build have the opposite of a water heater. You'd have to
Yeah.
have a
Cooler.
water cooler. I wonder where you would have to get one of those.
Well, Walmart's got everything, hasn't it?
No. Walmart.com does. But Home Depot is where I'd go. It's very nice around here. I've been up this road, so. Yeah, but if you get metal spikes in a bat, Daniel, it could get stuck. If he gets stuck on something, or stuck on a zombie, you can't pull it out.
Just run
You
some
lose the
Vaseline
weapon.
on it first. That should do the trick.
Good machete.
An interesting turn, but it works though.
Yep.
Yeah, this part of the world would be very pretty with Graham's winter mod installed. Assuming it still works in the new states, and I think it does.
There's a lot of well, it's a lot more mountainous on this side of Wyoming.
Yeah. More interesting drive to have, you know, curves and gradients and little towns that you should slow down through.
Yep.
Sometimes I like to drive through 99 and 5 through California because it's a straight road for about 300 miles. But quite often, it's more fun just to choose a road like this. It's approaching Riverton.
Yep. I've been through here before too.
Trucked in the middle of the road.
I saw you run that red light.
I'm colorblind. The red was green. I'm kidding.
David driving on the wrong side of the road.
No,
Yeah,
technically he's in both sides of the road because he's in the middle. Now he's on the wrong side of the road.
So I was using the suicide lane, and then Legion, you started to merge into that lane, and that's why I used the other side. Because that looked like it'd be a bit less painful than running into the back of you.
I don't have damage between players.
Oh. I didn't know that. Oh well.
I never did. It was always them hitting you into something else that caused the damage, not them hitting you itself.
Yeah, so if I hit you with the wrong side or force, you flip over onto your side.
That's why when we first hit each other into the side of into that fence, it wasn't.
I was wondering if you were going to bring that up. It's me just driving casually now.
I'm just coasting down.
Yep. Letting it pick up speed by itself.
Have you ever been up to Yellowstone?
No.
Ever
I should
thought
go
about
before
it?
it blows up. Yes. And I should go before it blows up, right?
That won't happen for another 10,000, 100,000 years.
Yeah.
But did you know if they made a geothermal plant over Yellowstone, that geothermal plant could power all of the United States?
I knew it could power a considerable amount, and I know that there's a law that says that they won't do it because it will change Yellowstone
And
forever.
disable you get rid of all the geysers, the animals. would suffer.
Yeah, so
But could you?
y-
But if it was just one location, is it really? I could see that'd be a good thing for like Hawaii,
yes.
because they have the salt water there that they could do it all with salt water, and it's their volcanoes constantly erupting. I don't know why they haven't thought about it.
They might have done, but maybe they just couldn't get it to work. Or they couldn't guarantee it or something. Or maybe it would cost so many billions that no politician wants to try and get it done because they wouldn't be able to afford it.
But you'd be able to power the whole
Yeah.
state that way. Just like if Florida was able to take the power from a lightning bolt.
Do you think we'd be able to, given how many thunderstorms we get every year?
I don't know why they can't focus on figuring out a way to harness it. Because like they said like one lightning bolt could power like New York City for a year.
Might be because they're very hard to catch. Not catch, although yes, catch. Very hard to predict where they're going to go, and if you build a big lightning rod, doesn't mean that they'll go there. Maybe.
Yeah, Florida.
I don't know how you would build something that could catch lightning.
It had to be very resistant to heat. Or
Yeah,
be
if you're
able to
looking for heat.
disperse it pretty quickly.
Yeah, and if you're looking for trying to get rid of heat or just avoid it altogether in Florida, it is not the right state.
Because the heat from it can be used, even if it's like, can be used to power. No, that would be even temporary. You'd have to be able to make a thunderstorm inside a sealed environment.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I still got a shower and everything.
Gotta work tomorrow?
Nah, I'm just tired.
Like a long Saturday for me. As I was doing tech support this morning. It was fun, but seems to take a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once this is done, we'll just call it a night. Does that sound
Okay.
good for everybody?
Yeah.
Works for me.
We'll have to
Y'all have a
figure
great
out
night.
something this week to play, Christine, because I do have my hours did get cut to 4 10-hour days, so but I still have overtime sometimes on Friday.
Okay.
But that way I can still go work out after work and make it here.
All right.
Do a satisfactory video sometime during the week.
Okay.
Get them talking. We can start a new one because I don't really like how the factory we started with where we could just tear it all down and start all over.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could just tear it down.
Yeah, just do a whole redesign with the current stuff that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think we need to do a redesign because I think it's too bulky. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel as well built as we did on the one before. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Something just feels off with it. Because the one that we built on yours, or was that mine?
That was yours.
Well, I guess since we have the hypertube networks now, we can get everything like built, all the stuff built up for it.
Mhm.
I wouldn't change the copper factory though, but I want the
Just where
copper.
the iron is.
I want the copper. I want to be able to smelt it, bring it up, and then I think where that big top area is where we're gonna build it. Where that coal power plant is.
Yeah.
And then we can move the coal power plant where it is now, closer to where the coal is. Kind of like how we had before.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could go get it directly from the source. Because you remember where we usually do the iron.
You mean the steel?
You know what? Let's just do it. I think we should just do it differently.
Just do it differently?
Because what I'm thinking is, you know how we have all the basic parts being made for the copper? We have do all the
Yeah.
basic parts made for this iron. And all we can do all the basic parts for the steel, and we can all bring it to one.
Yeah, we could just bring it all to one location then. We'd have to look at how close we are to trains too.
Because I think where we start, where we built your factory, is
Uh-huh.
where we can build it. Because there's a lot of iron there that we can use. It might be impure, but think of how
Yeah.
large it'd be. Because one area would just do the screws, unless we can
Mm-hmm.
remove the screw need. But one would be David.
Yes, yes.
You need to look at Satisfactory, see if you like it or not. Because I think you might be able to, you might like it. There's a lot of thinking involved in it.
Okay.
Just come watch
I've
the stream or something and just see if you like it or not.
I've watched you play it, and it looks like I'd really struggle with the controls.
Not really. It's just like any normal walking around like with this.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like I'd really struggle
It's
with the
like
control.
driving. Just like the normal driving. It's normal buttons. It's just click. And then all I have is the two buttons on the side of my mouse. Is what I use to do the different menus. It's not as complicated as you think.
I've really struggled with that the keyboard mouse control. I have no idea what it is. Can you play it on controller? Do you know?
No, I don't know. I know it's
Okay.
I believe that you can. I know. I think Vainglorious Gaming does.
Okay.
I don't really watch anyone else build their factories. I just like to think it out myself.
Yeah. I only watch Vainglorious Gaming because of his Astroneer Academy series. So And he just recently got into Satisfactory, so.
I was thinking about, because we could do a little loop, inner loop, for one train
Mm-hmm.
going to each site that's making each one.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think that could possibly work. Or we could,
Just for the Meadows area, and then we can tie in the other ones.
yeah.
But the way we'd have to do the train station would be easy.
Yeah.
It's the warehouse that's going to be very, very complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not going to be complicated. It's just going to have to build one grouping of stuff at a time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I
Like
know
one
exactly what
area
you
is
mean.
all copper, one area is all iron, one area is all steel, one's all oil products. Go ahead, Christine.
Agreeing with you.
Because we'd have to have a whole long system that'd be fast enough to keep up with the trains coming in.
Yeah.
Now that would be something people would like to watch, is how to build that automated warehouse sorter.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
I'd like to watch it, definitely.
Okay, here's so one of the hardest backup jobs I've done yet. You see that the Meek trailer there, David?
I see a couple. But yes.
At the end,
Yep. I've got to do one next to yours, I think.
in that corner.
I'm just turning past it now.
That's not where mine is.
Oh no, it's right. Yeah,
Mine's
mine's
stuck
a
in
lot.
that corner.
Yeah, mine's a lot easier than that. Thank goodness.
I think Bender would be a lot big help with the building that automated sorter.
Yeah.
Good night, Daniel.
I
Say
know.
that. Say it, Daniel.
Oh, I see how I'm gonna do it. Let's just go this way first. That's another thing in Satisfactory is you gotta not be afraid to tear everything back down to its base.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have to just kind of start over and reorganize.
Because some of it's dependent on what tech you have available to you.
I'll be right back.
We'll be gone before that if you want.
I just heard something clunk.
I didn't clunk nothing.
So I wonder if it was Bard's, something happening at Bard's house, maybe. I only just managed to finish that before you, I think.
You disconnected already, David?
Yeah, I just wanted to save my progress, but I'm still on the chat. I actually managed to back that in, and I made some money on this trip, which makes a change.
I'm just gonna redo it.
I'm watching on the
Let's
on the
skip it.
stream.
But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna tear it down to its base and then restart it.
Yeah, and then start it again.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Night, everyone.